Welcome one and all, my name is Tawess and I'm back again. Now I know that absolutely none of you know I was gone, but I had a crosslink surgery on the 9th of December and have been unable to game and record properly since, but I'm back now. Well, technically the Christmas things happened too. And we are back with the pinnacle of December, the event that absolutely everyone has been waiting for, the December Bonneville Summit. But we are going to go through the events as usual. I'm going to have a look at the tracks, I'm going to talk some craziness, and we are going to take a look at what you can be expecting in this event. We are going to start off with the brand time attack, which is the Hot Rod. Now, if you, like me, collected all the parts of the Hot Rod and then promptly forgot it, you know the scramble to get some good parts in, and well, so I dug the old Hot Rod out of the storage compartment where I had it, and well, tossed some extra parts onto it. Unfortunately I didn't have much money left because I just bought my RX-7 drift spec. No, actually I didn't do the drift spec, I bought the perf spec. Still seeing up for the drift spec actually. So this is a bit underpowered, but the track is really interesting. It is a canyon race, as you can see. We are racing up a canyon down that one, so you always have the immediate danger of flying off into the wide blue yonder. And well, that is exciting, I guess. Ah, we're behind. That's good. Now my problem with this track is that I want to take the turns too wide. And taking the turns too wide here, well, let's just put it like this, it is not good. It usually ends in tears and heartache. Because you take a very nice flight out into the terrain. Whether you like it or not, well, so far it's been going really good. I usually say this and then I just, for some reason, have a brain fart and end up as part of this scenery. But you know, for all intents and purposes, I like this track. There's not much area for shortcuts on this one, let me tell you that. This is not going to be your snazzy tracks we had before, where you can basically just cut across terrain from the start to finish. No, this is actually takes some skill and concentration. Well, some. Not say much, but some. Because if you don't do that, you are going to die. And that's unhealthy. Dying does not do good for your time. So it's nice to see they're doing something with hot rods, because I promise to God I have yet to find an actual use for it. But it's a fun track, and if you really did not like the previous tracks because they had too many shortcuts, this is the track for you because it has none. That I've been able to find anyway. Might be some, might be wrong. You can cut some corners if you're brave, but yeah. We're gonna move on to time attack. And well, we're gonna do this race in the earlier mentioned Mazda RX-7. Now I mostly got this for the drift spec, but since I didn't have enough money after buying the car to buy the drift spec, I decided to get the perf spec and have some fun with it. So this track is a fairly simple track, and it begins very nice and pleasant, apart from that jump. The jump isn't all that pleasant, but it is a very nice track. You just swoop along, there are nice easy curves. Life feels simply blissful. Blissful and wonderful. And you're like, oh, is this going to be all there is? This can be nice. Nice track. This is a turn up there. Well, 300 plus corresponds to turn. It's just a hairy, but it is. Then you go and you see like, oh no! Car starts bouncing and everything goes absolutely fucking pear-shaped. Now this route is really good for something, and that is practicing your target fixation, or rather how to avoid your target fixation. Because you have a lot of straight road and a lot of small blocky objects that you can end up focusing on. Target fixation, for those of you who do not know it, is when you lock your eyes onto an object you try to avoid, and rather than avoiding it, you are going to steer right into it. Try to avoid that, it is not good for your health. It's also part of your driver's exam, so if you haven't done that yet, now you know. And that was pretty much my driving tip for today. That was also pretty much my first driving tip ever, so enjoy. Anyway, the track itself is not difficult in any way, shape or form. Again, it's a track that is difficult to find good shortcuts on, but the track itself, it is very easy. There are no sharp turns, and as long as you are somewhat adept at dodging cars and taking corners, something I'm not, it should be very easy. The key here is maintaining a good solid speed till you hit this hill, because once you hit this hill you won't be getting any more speed. Even driving here is actually a bit more important than driving super fast. Driving super fast is of course important too, but you're rewarded for driving carefully. But seeing how the track is fairly simple, you should be able to maintain a really good speed and drive carefully. That sounds retarded, but you know what I mean. The drag track this time is, no surprise, the Bonneville Salt Flats. And I have a Dodge Viper this time. I picked this one up when I won a drift spec and didn't have anything else good to put it on. So I slapped it on a Dodge Viper, seeing how pretty much nothing else is good for a Viper. The Viper doesn't really do anything else good. Some say it's a nice drift car, I don't know. But it is well, it is fairly underparted. And thus not really much of a competition in this competition. But you know, well, let's have to start somewhere. We can't all be born winners. I try to figure out drag races. Beyond that, this is a drag rent, not much more to say about it. You run in a straight line and there are this time no turns or jumps, so that's good. So I guess we'll see what will happen in the future for drag events. Look at some PvP drag racing though. That's fun. So well, drag trials, not much more to talk about. They are what they are. So we are once again back at the Nevada stunt track with the Fiat 500 monster, slightly larger than regular truck. It's a weird little truck, and it's raining. I don't know about raining. I mean, I'm not from Nevada, so I don't know how common it is for it to rain there, but the image I have is that is not a common occurrence. But what the fuck do I know? This soundtrack is, well, it should be familiar to everyone. And we have flips for days. Double front flip. The only kind of flip. Actually, we have back flips too. This truck really likes to flip over. I don't know why it does that. I'm considering retiring it, because it's annoying. It's really annoying. You're like, oh, I know what I want to do, and then the car goes like, nope, not going to accept that. But yeah, it flips really good. Not entirely sure how much worth that is, but flipping it does. Yeah, this run is... I don't know why we keep missing that thing. Oh well. Let's see if we can manage to get up and snag the 5,000 point one at least. That'll be something. Yeah, I got this mostly for novelty, because I mean it is a Fiat 500 monster truck. The novelty value of this one is massive. But you know, next monster truck spec is probably going to be something a bit more proper. I'm not entirely sure what proper is in this case. Ah! Well, that's also a way to do it. Well, as I said, flips for days. We're gonna cap this off with the drift trial, cause seriously, fuck the skills this time. So that's an escape, and hill climb, and a scramble, and I hate all three of them. With a passion. So we are going to drift trials with what is probably the most fabulous Subaru BRZ ever. It's honestly gorgeous. Now drifting this time is on track. And by that I mean that this is on an actual track. As to the street or mountain pass or other oddities that they throw at us sometime. No, this time we are on a proper track doing proper drifting. Well, people know how to do proper drifting, would do proper drifting. Me, I do, well, other things. Ah, I got off track. That's too bad. It's a nice entry otherwise. Well, it wasn't a good entry, because if it had been a good entry, I wouldn't have done that. But, you know, it is what it is. As I'm currently saving up for the RX-7 drift spec. This is basically my RX-7 stand-in. But as far as drift tracks goes, that I think is one of the best so far. Still kind of partial to the one with the little square. It was fun. But this is really nice. So, we are going to wrap this up with some attempt at PvP. See if something launches. Just for the fun of it. See what we have on that side. Because the PvP events are unique for this, each of the qualifier and summits too. Oh, not unique for this one, but for example for the bike one they had bike PvP. That was horrible. So, we're gonna see if anything launches. And if it does, we're gonna pop into that. If it doesn't launch, I'm going to wrap this thing up here. And I hope you are enjoying this summit events as much as I am. It's nice to have something to do in game, apart from PvP. And while I think they need to change things up a bit and add more stunt tracks, I am so far very happy with the summit. And I'm gonna keep doing these. I'm going to try to do one for each summit event. So next time we will see each other will be come 4th of January. And well, after that, who knows? I might do some bonus videos, kind of stuff in between. But if nothing else, we will meet each other at the next summit qualifier. Until then, I hope you stay safe and, well, be nice to each other.